These delicate creatures may not captivate the same sense of time as the dinosaurs, but primitive butterflies did live alongside them. 200 million years have passed since these winged wonders landed on the backs of brachiosauruses, and their survival methods have evolved and adapted in many different directions since then. This particular species is a personal favourite. Greta Otto, the aptly named glasswing butterfly. The glasswing, in nature, is a migratory species, travelling up to 12 miles a day across Central and South America. Here in the butterfly zoo, they spend their time on their other habits. This small crowd of glasswings are lekking, a breeding ritual where the males congregate to show off, to entice the surveying females looking for a prospective mate. At the feeding table, the butterflies sip away at nectar. They have no predators here, but in the wild these transparent flyers will rely on flowers to survive. As caterpillars, these two will have fed on poisonous plants of the Cestrum genus. As they grow, they absorb the toxins of the plants into their own body, making them unpalatable to potential predators such as birds. As adult butterflies, they may continue to feed their toxicity by sipping on the nectar of flowers in the Asteraceae genus. The flowers in the sunflower family produce an alkaloid that keeps them from being seen as a tasty snack. Of course, their toxicity won't scare away all would-be predators, so the glasswing butterfly has developed their mostly clear wings as an extraordinary way of keeping itself camouflaged. In Spanish-speaking regions, these wonders are often referred to as espejitos, meaning little mirrors. The glasswings aren't the only butterflies to grace the feeding table with their presence. Alongside them here are malachite butterflies. These striking insects are also native to Central and South America. Whilst they mostly keep to themselves, they aren't bothered by the presence of other butterfly species. The malachites and the glasswings both belong to the Nymphalidae family. This family of butterflies are known as the brush-footed butterflies for their tiny front legs that don't have any feet, instead having brushes of hairs that they use to smell and taste with. Many of the brush-footed butterflies have another thing in common. When they lay their eggs, they will only lay one egg on each plant. This is because, as caterpillars, they are highly cannibalistic, so ensuring their young hatch far away from each other gives each individual the best chance of passing on their genes. There's so much here for these butterflies to eat that for the most part, they don't seem to mind sharing at all. This new arrival to the feeding table is another member of the Nymphalidae family, the blue morpho. The blue morpho is one of the larger species of butterflies, with their magnificent wings reaching up to 20 centimeters in wingspan. These wings are highly specialized. The morpho has evolved complex patterns to aid its survival. The underside of the wing, also known as the ventral side, is decorated with dull browns, helping to camouflage itself in its natural tropical forest habitat. Of course, the most striking feature on the ventral side of the blue morpho is their numerous eye spots. Eye spots serve more than one purpose for these butterflies in the animal kingdom. Smaller predators may be intimidated by the scale of the eyes, mistaking them for the eyes of one of its own predators. Larger predators may see the eyes as a target, and it is thought that this is beneficial for the butterflies too. Better to lose part of your wing, after all, than to become a tasty snack for a passing bird. Either way, the predator is left confused and, with any luck for the butterfly, with an empty stomach. The top side, or the dorsal side of this butterfly, is even more spectacular. When it opens its wings, it shows us a bright, brilliant flash of blue. However, despite its name, the wings on this butterfly are not actually blue. There is no pigmentation. Instead, it has scales that act as a prism to reflect blue light. When it flies, the colour of the wings seems to change from a dull brown to a flash of blue. This makes it difficult for predators to chase and keep track of it, as it's as though the butterfly keeps disappearing and then reappearing. This is the banded king shoemaker. And like many butterflies, it has little claws on its feet to help keep itself attached to plants. An even more extravagant example of eye spots can be found upon the owl butterfly. This butterfly is just as big as the blue morpho, but with only one prominent eye spot. The owl butterfly loves fermented, rotting fruit, particularly bananas. Some refer to this butterfly as a thug, as it'll spend its day drinking, and in the evening males will take to the skies to battle against other males for the opportunity to mate. This is the zebra longwing, and no additional points will be given for guessing why it's named that way. Unlike some of the others, this butterfly makes no effort into trying to hide itself. It proudly announces its presence with its stripes, which warn predators of its strong poison. It has an unusually long lifespan for a butterfly and can live for several months. This is because alongside drinking nectar, it will also eat pollen from plants, giving it the nutrients it needs for a longer life.